Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Yes, I'm hitting y'all with a voiceover because y'all know if I ever hit you with a voiceover, I'm being lazy. I didn't want to get up and film. So today we are on here to talk about All the Queens is Men. Ooh, I hope I said that right. Is that how you pronounce that? Anyway, I'm gonna review season 3, episode 9 and episode 10 in this video. Then of course next week I'm gonna do the next 2 episodes in that video. All right, y'all, enough of me rambling. Let's go ahead and get into this review. The episode starts off with Trouble and Champ robbing Tandy. That's what she gets. So at this point, they're arguing with her. They're going back and forth, blase, blase. And she's like, did Madam send y'all? Blue, Madam, and Tommy are in the shootout with Joey and the concierge brother. Rayshawn is beating the hell out of Tandy's husband. I mean, poor boy, he just was going in. He sent them to the upper room. When Tommy, Madam, and Blue go back to the club, they find her dad in the guillotine. Madam breaks down and Tommy says he'll take care of it. Blue says at least her dad wasn't in his right mind. Madam finally tells her the truth and that her dad was fake and having dementia. Trouble, Rayshawn, and Champ get back to the house with the money. They sit on the couch and Trouble says, come on, let's split the money 3 ways. Champ says, no, we're only splitting it 2 ways. We're only giving him $100,000. We're splitting it 2 ways. They both laugh. I ain't gonna lie, that kind of pissed me off. Now, it was funny. I did chuckle because I kind of figured they was going to do something grimy. But I kind of expected better from Trouble on that. Not necessarily Champ because I don't feel like him and Rayshawn was that close. Him and Trouble was more so close. And it was like, damn, you going to snake him out over the money? Like, I kind of expected more from her on that part. But again, her name is Trouble for a reason. Fuego is sitting on his computer and an unknown person is writing him, telling him not to hack into their stuff anymore. They play a recording of Madam saying that she needs insurance on him. Davis gets called in by her supervisor and she shows her footage of Madam doing criminal things from last season. Rods asks Davis how is Casanova doing and when is the last time she spoke to him. Rods questions Davis about being in Doc's apartment all night. They question her more and they tell her that she has blown the case. The videos of Madam was sitting in Davis's email. So whoever knows how to hack stuff, put all the video footage of Madam being at the judge house, pulling the door out, doing other criminal things, and they backdated it in Davis's email to make it look like she was sitting on evidence. While Champ and Trouble are sitting outside the police station looking for Rayshawn, they spot Casanova looking homeless. In the next scene, Tommy offers Madam a cookie, and she says no because the cookie will have her up for 2 days. And for me, it was given, I'm trying to see what that feel like. Okay? Big D. I'm going to call him New Orleans in my videos, y'all, because I'm not going to keep calling that man Big D. I call him that. New Orleans. Is it New Orleans or New Orleans? I think it's New Orleans. New Orleans is asking Dime what she saw on the back of his trunk. And if she told Madam, she blows him off. So Dime is like, boy, get out of my face. Dime and Midnight are talking about Amp, and he walks in and explains why he's still upset with Dime. Amp walks away, and her and Midnight are still talking. Dime thinks Amp hates her, and Midnight tells her that Amp put air in her tire and that he still cares about her. Because he does, and as much as he doesn't want to admit it, he is still in love with Dime. Madam, Tommy, and Blue go up to the nursing home trying to find her father's nurse. The lady at the front desk tells her that the nurse took her vacation time because of her elderly mother. Madam ends up getting her address, and when they turn around to leave, Carla walks in and her and Madam start arguing. Tommy and Blue usher Madam away, but Carla is still talking-ish, and Madam turns around and stabs Carla in the chest. Child, that's what she gets. They've always had a tumultuous, toxic relationship. And if Madam was turning around to walk away, maybe you should have just been quiet. Maybe that was just the time for you to be like, oh, let me shut up. She's walking away. But no, you wanted to keep running your beef suckers as, in my Jocelyn voice. So my end notes for episode 9 is, I think it was messed up how Trouble and Champ played Rayshawn out of all that money. I would have thought Trouble would have at least had his back more than that. Eva Marcel's acting skills was on point. Baby, when I say I felt that emotion from her, like, cause it also resonated with me as well because I have lost my dad. So when she was in the scene and she seen that her father was dead and she was talking about how she learned all this stuff from him, like, if you really had your dad in your life, you know that your dad is your guidance. And he's supposed to teach you what not to do or what not to put up with from a man. he's just, the male figure is such a big role in your life, and for that not to be in my life anymore is hard. And then the way that her acting skills came out, baby, I felt that shit in my chest. I almost got emotional because I'm like, man, her daddy gone, like my daddy gone, like even Marcel's acting skills, honey, baby, she sold that shit. Davis is so confusing to me. She doesn't know which side she wants to be on. She might as well join Madam because her credibility is shot to hell as an officer. So she might as well just get with the winning team because she's confusing me. She don't know if she want to arrest Madam or if she want to work for Madam. What do you want to do? Madam's ass doesn't have a care in the world. She stabbed Carla broad day in a nursing home. Did she say she was a psychopath? Or psychotic? One or the other in the early episodes said she was diagnosed with something of being, mentally unstable from what we see all the time. All right, let's go ahead and get it to episode 10. The episode starts off with Carla sitting on the ground saying, "Call the ambulance." Blue punches the security guy dead in the face, and Tommy's reaction had me cracking up. Because Blue, like he said, the security guard said something, and Blue said, she just punched him dead in the face. Like, Blue didn't give a damn, okay? On their way to the club, Tommy asks if she wants... Y'all, the cookie part just cracks me up. On their way to the club, Tommy asks if she wants the cookie. Davis calls Madam and warns her that they have footage of her at the halfway house and at the judge's house. She also tells Madam that they are trying to set her up and get her fired. Davis is asking for help and asking to meet Madam. Madam tells her she's not meeting with her. Blue asks Madam what did she want. She tells her about the videos, and Blue says she thought Concierge deleted it. Madam says he's making his move. The guys notice El Fuego is still a little distant with them. New Orleans and Babyface bicker. Because Babyface, he swear he's the top-notch dog, and he's so arrogant. Like, boy, shut up. Midnight and Doc pull Amp to the side and give him a mini intervention because they notice he's taking drugs and has been acting out of character. Amp gets offended, so they back off. Amp tells them to come back, and he says that he hears them. Tommy is listening to the police scanner before Madam goes into the club. Tandy comes to the club and asks for Champ in trouble in the VIP room. When they get in there, Tandy tells them to give her money back. Her and Trouble argue, and Tandy asks if Madam sent them to come rob her. Trouble says, yeah, she sent us. Tandy leaves out and says, this isn't over. Tandy runs into Babyface, and he tells her that nobody is going to F with her, and she asks him where Rayshawn is. He says he doesn't know. Tandy runs into Madam and asks to talk to her. Blue brings Tandy to Madam's office. Tandy is asking where her money is. Madam is confused. Tandy tells her that Trouble, Champ, and Rayshawn robbed her. Madam says to talk to them about it. Tandy asks Madam if she's going to protect them. Madam says they're even because she did some sick stuff to Rayshawn, which she did. She definitely did. Your husband definitely did some freaky dicky things to that boy. Unwarranted, non-consensual things to that man, okay? Tandy comes across New Orleans and he asks to take her to the VIP room. Babyface sees this and gets mad. His player-hating ass. He's such a player hater. El Fuego tells Blue that somebody hacked his computer and that somebody is watching them. Blue tells him to make sure nothing happens. Tandy and New Orleans end up having SEX in the VIP room, child. When I say I gasped, I said, oh! All right, we are in their business because that scene was a little long. Madam tells Amp that her father passed. Tommy and Blue are talking about the bullets that New Orleans used and how Champ and Trouble saw Casanova. Madam, Blue, and Tommy go pay the nurse a visit. Amp goes up to Dime and tries to make up with her, and she's not having it, and she walks off. And I know that he was hurt because he almost got killed by his auntie. So, I mean, of course, anybody would be hurt. And then you didn't even make sure that that was really what was going on. You just hurried up and went to Madam. But her loyalty does lie to Madam. But I feel like Amp just went too far with it. Like, after that, he should have just left her alone. Like, you was doing get back on her and you ended up messing yourself up in the end. Madam shows up to the nurse's home with guns blazing, and the nurse runs into the living room. Madam follows and sees her dad sitting in the chair. The episode ends. When I watched it, I said, oh! I said, not the daddy ain't dead. The daddy ain't dead, okay? I said, oh God, I was shooketh. Okay, I was shooketh.
I am shooketh. What?
Okay, my end notes for episode 10. Babyface character annoys me. Like, where is the character development? We get it, he's arrogant, but what else? What's his backstory? Like, what? I just want to know. I want to know more about him. It seems like Concierge hasn't been on an episode in a minute. I mean, I don't know. Is it just me, or it seems like he just ain't been on an episode in a minute? Where the fuck is he at? I'm glad Amp is starting to change for the better. He has been wilding for a minute, and I'm glad that Midnight and Doc pulled him to the side because some people really do need that. Tandy is a sicko for real, and I don't blame them for robbing her. Honestly, I don't feel bad for her. I don't feel bad for her because at the end of the day, if you don't stand for something, you fall for everything, and you too busy running behind your husband doing freaky sick shit. I don't feel bad for you. I don't feel bad for her. I don't. All right, guys, that was it for this review. I created a Cash App called My Lyrene if you would like to donate to my channel. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe. Like I said, my next video is going to be the next 2 episodes of All the Queens is Men, and my Baddies Eats videos coming soon, guys. I did not forget about that, okay? Alrighty, thank you guys for watching. Bye, YouTube.
Hi, bitch.